Yo! So, I'm sure everyone knows what flagship monsters are, right? Like, they're basically our main character monster for each respective game. Like Rathalos, Nargacuga, Nergigante, you know what I mean. They also feature on the cover art of the game. So yeah, basically main character monster. And as of right now, we still don't even know what the flagship monster for Wilds is. Like, some people say it's Raidal, but I don't think that's true. He's just a cool monster that's being shown off, and he's an apex of a region. But I don't think he's the flagship. So who is the flagship of Wilds then? Well, I've got no clue. But according to this Reddit thread from someone called Arcangelo Gabriel, there is a monster who attacked Nata's village. In case people are unaware, Nata is the little boy who is accompanying us on our journey. The articles say we are protecting him. The monster in question who did attack the village is known as the White Fury. And the article says it will most likely be the cover monster, so the flagship. I'd say this is a pretty good amount of information to speculate from. The news article is apparently the same article that leaked Raidal, the Thunder Serpents, and Xeno. Now, I've never actually seen this article, so I can't confirm if it is true, but this seems very reliable from what people are saying. So let's discuss what this White Fury could possibly be. Kezu. Okay, now for real, let's discuss. And before we get into this user here says that the monster is mentioned in the demo, which I assume is the one at Gamescom, and it was called the White Wraith. So instead, let's perhaps make theories around both names. So when I heard White Fury, the first thing I thought of was the Furies in Greek mythology. The Furies were goddesses who punished those that committed crimes or to those who deserved them. They were also supposedly known for being goddesses of vengeance and retribution. And the symbol to represent them is apparently a viper, which is very interesting considering that Wild's logo is based around serpents. So perhaps our flagship is some sort of white serpent? Sekiro vibes. I quite like this idea, as it could be a way to reintroduce snake wyverns back into the series. The only snake wyverns we've had are Najarala, Tidal Najarala, and then the small monster Remobra. So they could definitely start introducing more in Wilds. Now as for why it attacked the village, considering these furies are related to punishing those who deserve it, and being goddess of vengeance, perhaps this village participated in some sort of wrongdoing. Maybe this White Fury is very kin to nature and senses the village is doing something wrong to destroy it, or simply the village is just like killing its kind, maybe taking its eggs. Regardless, I think the idea of a White Serpent flagship is a cool idea. We've never had a Snake Wyvern flagship, so I do believe if they wanted to reintroduce it to the series, this could be a really good time. Before we move on to the next theory, I'd greatly appreciate a like on the video and a subscribe if you want to see more content. These videos are very fun to make to me, so big thank yous. Okay, let's move on. Now, if we're going by the name White Wraith, this gives me more ghostly vibes. If you Google Wraith, it literally says it is a ghost-like image of someone usually seen before or after their death. I don't believe we have a monster in the game based off ghosts. Kezu. Anyways, yes. As far as I'm aware, there isn't a monster based off of ghosts. The closest thing to it might be Magnamalo maybe, whose base design is supposed to be based off armored samurai ghost, including its abilities being purple flames. Also, it's a big cat. Now, obviously, the monster won't actually be a ghost. I imagine it might move in a way that makes it almost unseen. Perhaps it can kill very fast, as suggested by the name having Wraith in it. Almost like you see it and you're dead. Hey, if we somewhat include parts of the first theory, snakes are very good at being stealthy. So perhaps this is another case where the snake wyvern would work out well. Honestly, if they didn't want to do a snake wyvern, I imagine they could get away with anything. Like, Elder Dragon is probably the safe bet considering how well World and Iceborne sold, but like, Zynoga's a Fanged Wyvern, and he popped off. The Gaiakrus is a Leviathan, and he popped off. So really, I don't think it would matter too much, but Elder Dragon does seem like the safe bet. And I mean, hey, if they really wanted, this could be another triple question mark monster, where they're not really fully sure what class it fits into, so that could be a cool idea. But yes, perhaps this could be a good time to introduce a ghost-like monster to the series. As I said, it won't be an actual ghost. If we look at the ecology side of the things that Ryozo aims for, like, I don't think I'd see him making a fucking ghost, right? Yeah, it just wouldn't make sense. So, but it would definitely be inspired off of one. Now, of these two, I think the White Fury theory we talked about is more likely. It seems more appropriate with the game's themes, since we are seeing serpents in the logo. But I would not oppose the idea of a ghost-like monster in the game. Some of the theories I've seen are stuff like the White Fury's Fatalis. This just doesn't seem likely to me. They wouldn't use White Fatalis as a storyline monster for a new game, and especially in early game. I don't think they'd put White Fatalis in high rank instead of master rank, but they could obviously do some sort of twist like this in master rank title updates. But yeah, this theory just seemed wrong to me, and if it was correct, I wouldn't like that writing. I can imagine White Fatalis come back though, as a master rank monster, but not as the low rank storyline, or high rank. And another thing is that this could all just be completely wrong, but seeing some people say this was in the demo, and that this site has correctly leaked other things, makes me think otherwise. This could also just be another Apex monster for, let's say, a snow region, but I think the way it specifically received its own title gives me vibes of being more important than the other monsters. So yeah, what do you guys think this White Fury is? I'd love to see some other people make theories based off this info. I'll put a link to the Reddit thread in the description. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want to make more discussion videos in the future, especially when we get more information. But until then, continue surviving this downtime until Wilds comes out. Stay safe, take care, and goodbye.